Yeah, so this is another incident of some ludicrousy or some extra, you can call extra outrage over here. So you can see time is about 7:17 hours IST Indian Standard Time, or 7 a.m. 17 minutes. Day is about October 8th, 2025. So in the morning, I was just glancing around and just was on my first floor porch, on the balcony. And I saw this guy, and I was not sure what he's doing here. Sometimes people are nonsense people are here who park and who are ludicrous, who are criminal also. I've given many videos in past, trespassing, such of things. Not sure. Then I saw for a moment, and I saw this guy is just basically a milkman or delivery of milk. And I just saw that person, and I said, okay, fine, perhaps he's going to deliver something here or something. But he was delivering somewhere else, three, four houses away from me. And I was very surprised. There is ample of space, enough parking space, and this is not a big car he needs. And I asked him, why are you parking in front of my front yard if you have to deliver milk three, four houses away from here? And I said, I have to take my car out also, and it blocks my way. He says, no, this is road and I can park anywhere. And I was again laughing. I said, don't argue with me. And this is road, that's fine, but you cannot just simply barge and block and then say, okay, for no reason, you just try to invoke or provoke, incite, a peaceful resident. And there is enough space around. I told him, see, look around. There's enough of space. Everywhere there's space. You could park there. But in front of my door, in front of my doorway, what special attention do you have? Where you are delivering a milk 4 or 5 houses away from here. You could park your bike there. It's not a big aeroplane. It's not a tank. But he was belligerent, as people are over here. I've seen many times. They have a purpose. Many times they're inciting, they're provoking peaceful residents, and sometimes they have other ulterior motives and whatnot. But I did tell him this is not. Then he said, no, I can park here. See, I can park in front of your house. He was very belligerent. He started arguing with me for no good reason. And this was time about 7:20 a.m. in the morning. And I was quite startled, and I said, this is outrageous. This nuisance, this ludicrousy has to stop. They are become belligerent now. They think like they can block any doorway, they can park anywhere they like. So, as I can tell you, this is all attributable towards the facts that for past 3 years, since 2022, I arrived here, over here in the local community, and I see that with the bounties I got, or with the virtues I have, and the grace I got from the international leadership, all it transpired into was one thing, that was basically grand larceny on me, and especially prostitution all around my residence. So over here you can see on my screenshot, I have always been telling, and this telling of mine is at least 2.5 years old. Ever since 2023 May June, I have released this video also, where I'm explaining in depth that I am not involved, I don't participate. sjsrana has never taken anything. Car, cash, money, bounty, lottery, visa, house, females, girls, pager, phone, or anything of that nature from anyone till date, which is, as of now, I'm speaking of November 8th, 2025. So this is all gone to the devils, the India devils, rapists, grand larceny people, dacoits, or you can call MS-13 type gangsters, have run this whole thing, and they are taking it. And the prostitutes, both male and female prostitutes, especially they were around my residence also. So all these things are happening because of remnants of that. And all I've gotten out of all this episode is that despite me telling that I'm not involved here, and I don't participate in metaphor, morons, or rapist game, but these people have got the bounties. Everybody except me has taken those things which I mentioned earlier in the screenshot. And so I'm saying all the time that I am not involved in this, neither do I participate. As I'm a spiritual person, I hardly don't get time for 5 minutes to unnecessarily stand outside to present a drama. I'm already giving the drama of the cosmic scale, that all I'm predicting is happening in front of your eyes. 3 Atlas, Swan R2, it's all coming as I'm calling them. So if you still don't improve, if you still don't come to the right limelight or to the right honesty and to the right way of living, then hell will break loose. Hell will break loose. I'm already telling you. Humanity is at a very precarious stage right now, and if they don't improve, and especially the people of India, the devils, these the trespassing moron criminals, rapists, racist, fascist, and grand larceny people, if they don't improve their life, they don't improve their deeds, then hell will break loose. There can be fragments from sky which will fall upon earth, and India is to be blamed because it's doing all anti-humanity activities daily. Behind the scene, covertly, overtly, they are planning, they are plotting against humanity because they want to commit a genocide. They want to commit a democide. They want to do prostitution. They are involved hand in glove with door-to-door prostitution, grand larceny, grabbing. All those things, all demonic things are occurring from India. India has become the hub for prostitution. Largest prostitution racket is in India. And all the officials of India are enjoying that daily door-to-door prostitution. You can watch from sky right now. You don't have to ask anyone, just watch that new arrival of females or males to some doorstep, and that don't have any credibility, are all prostitutes. And India is hand in glove with prostitution. They cannot survive without prostitution. Over 150 million females, males, male prostitute and female prostitutes are being delivered to a new house, to a new residence. You have to watch from sky, drone. Keep a watch on these people, and you will understand that why sex trafficking, why prostitution, human trafficking is the key ingredient in India GDP and growth. You have to understand India properly. You just can't think about it, oh yeah, they belong to MK Gandhi principle. Yeah, they once had a lot of saints, they once had a lot of good people. But right now, they are diametrically opposite of all those principles and values. So, folks, my part over here is to alert humanity, to awaken them. If they don't still awaken and they don't realize what India is all about, genocidal mindset, hate criminals mindset, largest hate criminal population is in India. Okay, largest killing predators, drunk drivers, killing predators are in India. They're drunk drivers. They are killing people like anything. But India is belligerent. They don't care. They really don't care about people. And that's why I have released hashtag MAY 2025 end times. End times means the times will end for these demonic, genocidal mindset people, hate criminals. They got 0-0 gold medal in France Olympic 2025. Sorry, it's 2024. So India got, with 1.7 billion population. I repeat one more time. It has got 1.7 billion population. I don't know how they are producing so many babies. I think India doesn't have anything else to do except to produce babies. Perhaps they are doing excessive sex, perhaps marital rapes, perhaps predators and perverts and goons of India, political parties are involved in raping minor girls daily and raping females and getting them impregnated. So that could be a concept in India. I am not aware because I don't have that resources to go around. But I tell you, they're impregnating females with raping. And once a female is raped, it belongs to that male. So a male in India, predator, a pervert, pedophile, goon, perhaps a racist, fascist, India goon, gangster, rapist, can rape 20 females, impregnate them, and all those 20 females will belong to that male. And that male doesn't have to get married. He can keep producing babies like that. That's why India has 1.7 billion population, folks. And with 1.7 billion population, which is Make in India tag from the India leadership, they are producing 0-0-0 gold medals in France Olympic 2024. So when it comes to real stamina, strength, action, performance, India gets 0 gold medal. Yep, they are only popular in producing babies and grabbing females or perhaps marital rapes. Okay, all these things are quite prevalent in India. Marital rape is considered as a joke. People don't, they have no laws. They say marital rape should be like a commodity, should be done everyday enjoyment. Whenever you are frustrated, rape your female at home or your wife at home. Whenever you are frustrated, rape your female or wife at home. And India government laughs. They say, yes, see, this is the result you get after getting married. So it's better not to get married in India. So all the pervert, predators, pedophiles are involved in prostitution. India likes prostitution, I tell you. That's why they have 300 million people which are involved in prostitution daily. Door-to-door prostitution, females are delivered to a new doorstep to a predator, then it'll go to some official, some renegade official, or maybe a pervert official. So you watch these officials, and watch where they are going, and how many females they are touching, how many females they are raping, and how many females are getting delivered to the doorstep. You'll understand how the government function is working. I have shared a lot of things all around, and you can see in the morning at about. So as you can see at 7:33, starting from 7:24 a.m. in the morning, Saturday, November 8th, as you can see, I was taking my car out. I had to take my car out to track that person, ludicrous person who was around seen here parking his bike here ludicrously and trying to challenge me. And then again he was blocking my main door entrance just to challenge me again. So once I let him go, I said, see, I don't want you to keep doing these things over here. This road could be a government road. I don't have claim on it, but you can come here and block the residence. And he says, no, I can block the road. I say, you try to do it in front of police station. You try to block the road in front of police station. Try to do it and I'll see how it happens to you. He says, no, I don't care about police. I don't care about police. I don't care about law. I was very surprised. So I had to take my car out in the morning. As you can see, it's 7:25 a.m. in the morning. And I had to rush to inform the security guards locally over here and to other people that these kind of ludicrous people who happens to come as a disguise of a milkman or milk delivery, but they are doing something else. If you are doing a milk delivery to that door, maybe 4 doors ahead of mine or behind mine, then you must be parking it there. You should not park here and then try to give the impression that as if you are related to me or something is involved here. I have no idea about that guy who could be a gangster, a mobster, a rapist. But then what happens is these people who are strangers start parking in front of your house. You somehow get associated. Somehow you get associated, entangled, that, oh, why this person is parking, why this person is here. It could be a rapist, a serial rapist, a predator, a gangster, a mobster, a drug peddler. So that's why you have to keep your residence and around your surroundings spick and span and clean, as you have a good reputation. So you must be maintaining that. But that belligerent guy, I had to talk to these authorities over here, the guards I met. So, folks, times are very precarious. As you can see, a lot of accidents are coming across in India. India has been seeing on 2025 as a ramp up of accidents. Major accidents are occurring, and a lot of people are getting killed in India already. So, India accounts for almost 0.2 to 3 million people are killed on road accidents, and mostly are killed by drunk drivers. And mostly the target is the pedestrians or the two-wheelers. You could be bike, it could be a cycle, sort of those people are getting killed. And drunk driving is the main cause. You can see over here the latest incident of Jaipur where a lorry man rammed over 20, 30 cars and killed at least 30 people, injured many. So it was a major event. So these people who are taxi drivers, who are cab drivers, who are lorry drivers, who are drunk drivers, they are plenty in number and they are getting very popular, and they are becoming a killing machine in India. Already the High Court and the Supreme Court is taking the cognizance as to what steps the traffic authorities are taking in India, using drones and using other latest technology to catch these drunk drivers. They should not be allowed to just carry on like that and keep murdering people. If there is a DUI under the driving under the influence, then they should be charged. They should be put their license should be revoked, and at least the lives could be saved. So that kind of concept is still not implemented in India, and that's why people who drunk heavily, who are drunkards, are enjoying killing people around, and they get away with it, with a murder, because they say it was just an accident. It was just an accident. They can run over any person and they can say it's just an accident. So without using a gun, they can kill massive people. It's like a manslaughter. So, folks, India traffic authorities perhaps sleeping, or I don't know what they are implementing, but at least it's not working. 2025 has seen maximum number of accidents, and it's getting more and more popular in India. And these people, drunk driving people, or who are drunkards, who are liquor drinking people, apart from killing people on road, they're also doing marital rapes. So it's very popular in India. Those liquor drinking males are. So after consuming massive amount of alcohol, these husband or males basically do a marital rape on females, And basically, marital rape is permitted in India. It's a side enjoyment. As I tell you, people, if they get frustrated on work, on business, when they come home, they can do a marital rape. They can have enjoyment, sort of, uh, in their nature or in their viewpoint. But yes, it's suffering. Victims cannot speak in court because marital rape is permitted by India government. It's allowed. India government is always saying that marital rape has been the cultural value of India. So, marital rape becoming very popular is one of the main concern apart from sex trafficking. And the marital rape is becoming some sort of enjoyment for the pervert predators. And mostly females, which are 770 million females, mostly about 550 million females are married at a given stage. They don't protest because right from day one, before marriage, right from young age, they are taught that marital rape is the enjoyment of the males, the married husband. So you should not revolt. So females don't normally revolt. And the outcome, as you can see what marital rape nation India gets, zero gold medal, while you can see United States, China, Japan, Australia, which are non-marital rape nations, scored maximum gold medals. So the outcome is obvious to the whole world. India doesn't have to prove anything. India doesn't have to be a state of denial. Doesn't have to give any proof, any evidence. The world knows that the marital rape nation India scores zero gold medal because India, mostly males, most of them perform in bedroom, washroom, houses of India. So the other thing is India and US. The relationship has become very sour right now because of the Putin oil, and because India is belligerent that it wants to support Putin oil and the war machine. So the Western nations, all NATO nations, US, UK, Europe, France, Germany, they've all got enraged with India in for last 8 9 months. India has become belligerent, and because of that, Trump enforced the massive tariffs on India and sanctions on Russia, so that the Russia war machine under the Putin can have some rest and they could go for a peace deal. But Russia Putin didn't like the peace deal and it said no, I'm going to go my own way. So there is a clear clan, or you can say a war gang polarization happening across the globe. Whereas the Putin war gang, people who vouch for Putin, are aligning and they are basically pervasive everywhere, and they are doing all sort of activities just to be a part of the gang. Whereas the NATO gang, you can call that gang also, but that gang is for a good purpose, that is doing at least some sort of betterment for the world, not fighting useless war for annexations or for land grab, but they are doing it for the cause. That's NATO gang. But the Putin gang doesn't have a cause, but they want to do a land grab. They want to have annexation of territories, as you can see Ukraine-Russia war. So folks, be very careful. World has become very polarized right now for last 8 9 months, and this polarization of Russia versus NATO is impacting normal lives of people as well. Specifically, India. India has become this crossroad because the India leadership is also divided. Some of them vouch for NATO, vouch for the US, but most of them is basically aligning with the Putin war gang. They want to be a Putin war gang member because Putin is offering them latest missiles, latest technology, warheads. S-400 was delivered to India as a first consignment, apart from China. So you can see what is going across, and it's become a global ball game, and everything has become like that. And rolling out of the global ball game, I've already predicted hashtag MAY 2025 ENDN times in July 2024, and Swan R2 and Atlas 3I is already here. After I've done the prediction, and you can see the impact, the whole globe is petrified right now, and the interplanetary defense shield has been activated since 2 3 weeks now. And that was my prediction originally. I've been giving you heads up right from 2010, and every time I'm giving some prediction or some heads up. And my predictions with hashtag has been occurring relentlessly from 2017 onwards, so that the humanity can wake up and we can come to the next dimension. And people who can talk at a dimensional level from fourth, fifth, sixth dimension, they can always communicate with these ETs, these extraterrestrial objects, planetary UFOs, and all those things. So this is no news, and but you have to behave very normal. You have to look like people like other, and you don't have to interact with people around because most of them are predators, perverts, pedophiles. So specifically in India. Okay, folks, just I'm sharing. I got rid of my this car, as you can see over here, because it was giving a lot of computer problems, and that was Maruti Baleno. It was 2020 model, and I got rid of this car. I sold it on an early basis, and because the Maruti, even the Suzuki people over here could not solve the problem of the computer. They say there is some bug in the computer which is basically making this whole car behave in a very weird way. Even they cannot understand, they cannot decode, they could not rectify, and I don't have time to spend to give this car every time to the dealers or to these OEMs so that they can take it 8-9 day ride and keep the car with them, and then I don't have any car with me. So I traded this car and I got a Hyundai. Right now I'm using Hyundai i10. It's a compact car, but it doesn't have computer complexities. And I like it. I'm using that car now. I've given this car almost around 6-7 weeks ago. And this So this is one reminder, a short reminder from my side towards going for a computerized car or electronic vehicles, which can become a menace for you if the company people don't understand or they have done some deliberate coding or some hardware chips which can malfunction and or which can basically block access to your car. So be very aware. Don't just rush for EV cars or computerized car because this could be having backdoor options for hackers or for company people to rip you off or to have extra ripping you off every time. So as you can see, this car was unrepairable by all these people. I went to 3-4 dealers, they could not repair it. So I finally traded this car, which is Maruti Baleno. I gave up hopes on this car and I got Hyundai from Hyundai i10, which is at least a non-computerized car, which is actually making it's at least 7, 8, 9 years old. So it was having less computer system, and I could understand if there is no computer system, my life is simple. I will not be relied or dependent on these company people to understand what they have written as a code in their black box, because it's a black box. It's not like a open source where you can decode. And I've done a lot of computer work. I was working in US from 1999 onwards till 2007. Then I was in Canada since then, and I was working with blue chip companies, very big companies, and under the IT department, computer department. I understand everything about computers. I was at a head level. So working with all those companies, Lucent, Bell Labs, and AIG like that, I understand all in and outs of computer even right now. I'm right now 52 years old. I've left doing any job because I'm not dependent on anything. I'm just self-sustaining myself, self-sustain philosophy I believe in, and philanthropy. But I'm just giving you a heads up for humanity not to rush for EV cars, electronic cars, or more of the computerized car unless they have a clear mandate or open source system where you could basically also understand what's going inside the car, and it could be reprogrammed or or it could be diverted, or some of the options which are not functioning well could be diverted or could be put off. There should be those controls. So okay folks, this should end my session. As you can see, this new car which is white in color, earlier car was gray in color. So I have been always in my parking garage. You can see I've installed all the CC cameras in my car. And as you can see over here, this is the same car which is Hyundai i10, and it's at least 8-9 years old and no computer system. So rest other details I'm sharing, installation of my solar system in March 2023. Yeah, I was first one who installed solar system, the entire solar grid for my self-sustenance in 2023 March over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India. And all my disclaimers are here. You can view the view graphs, all other heads up which I try to give you. And obviously not to forget, I really love playing chess in my pastime. So you can see all these bots I'm working with. And obviously bots are going to become very intelligent. So bot worlds is already there, robots and bot world. So I love playing chess with them, and my passion is already here in front of you. And as you can see, my latest snaps also I'm sharing with you, and other events which are growing, which are across the globe, and a lot of other events which I keep sharing with my sjsrana@yahoo.com. This is my email. subscribe to it or send me an email. But I tell you, a lot of interceptions from India government is there. Lot of interception, lot of hijacking of email account under the digital slavery agenda of India. Genocidal India is ongoing. So as I tell you, I've been doing this service for humanity for last 10 years, but I have not received even a single email on my sjsrana@yahoo.com or sjsrana@gmail.com or at my ex sjsrana1 account from anyone, because India government is hijacking, is intercepting all my communication under the digital slavery concept of India, which is basically a genocide. You can call it a fascist or a Hindu extremist agenda. Already Christian faith people in India are under the threat from Hindu extremist threatens genocide against Christian. You can see all these things are there. It's up floating and lot of manifestos has been presented. Manipur, state of Manipur is the recent example where you saw the Christian faith people persecution was there. Could be covertly, could be overtly, but many times Christian faith people in India are blaming the Hindu extremist. Yes, Hindu have a very large population of extremist group, right-wing group, politically linked. Many of them call them these Christian faith people are telling that they are under the name of RSS, VHP, Bajrang Dal, lot of those different factions, but they're all organized, very much organized, working for one main agenda to basically subjugate, oppress, repress minority faith people. Especially they're targeting the Christian faith people and Sikh faith people in India because they know they can be exterminated with very ease. And they only the people which are Hindu extremists have only problem with the Muslim faith people because they are quite intelligent. They're very protective, overprotective of their faith people, and they have a very close alignment and very close friendship with everyone. So in India, religion always plays a major role, overtly or covertly. People do get aligned under the religion fanatics or fundamentalist, or you can call it like extremist group. They could not be called as terrorist group, but they're extremist group which will do some sort of neighborhood surveillance, neighborhood oppression, repression, suppression. Always and always neighborhood suppression, repression, and oppression. Okay, folks, I'll cut short this session over here. I have a lot to reveal you on Atlas 3i, 3i Atlas, and Swan R2, but I'll reveal it in later videos. I've done it past covering in my past videos, but this was not focused on 3i Atlas or Swan R2 and other extraterrestrial information. I'll share with you with next other episodes which I'll make. This was quick ramp up. Over here, I'm just trying to decode the genocidal mindset of India, or the hate criminals, or the hate mongers, or also you can call trespassing moron criminals, which are quite obvious around my neighborhood since 2023, ever since I've arrived here. And these hate criminals have a very big plan against ethnic minorities and Christian faith people and Sikh faith people that has to be uncovered in time to come. So anyways, folks, I'll take a leave and you can enjoy some of the clippings later on I'll present. Over here, I'll just cut short now. And as you can see, my address and all my details, deliverables, deliveries are taking place ever since 2023. But other deliveries which are under the devil's metaphor morons are not.